Hello everyone, good morning. I am Vaidhi Bhupesh Patel, Associate Professor in Department of Dravya ITRA, Jamnagar. And since the last 20 years, I'm doing my job over here, teaching postgraduate students and PhD. And my professional experience is 30 years. Today, I am given the topic, what makes formula Ayurvedic? And I will explain regarding the classical point that can be helpful, how the formulation, the Ayurvedic formulation is useful and how it can be understood and how it can be used successfully. So, if we see the classical formulation, each and every science have its own terminology and its own understanding and the practice, its facts, its concept, its application, all these things. So if we want to use classical Ayurvedic formulation, definitely we should have clear idea about the fact, the concept and the application. And if we apply it properly, then and then we can get the success or the successful treatment. So first of all, if we talk about the classical Ayurvedic formulation, the main thing is the combination of the different ingredients. So there are multiple ingredients, and we should categorize it. What should be the idea behind the combining all these ingredients? And if we can analyze all the combination, all the ingredients of particular combination, then we should go for its proportion, then its preparation, and then after we can use it successfully. So the most important thing is the combination of any formulation of the Ayurveda. Now, the basis for the classification of different combination or different formula or different ingredients. So we can largely or coarsely categorize the combination is, first of all, the main ingredient. The main ingredient, sometimes the nomenclature is also based on the main ingredient. Sometimes the entire different nomenclature or the nomenclature is given. So we have to identify which particular ingredient is the main thing. It may be the weightage because of its raspanchak, because of its proportionately the major portion. So these are the main things. So main thing is the ingredient, and we can categorize on the basis of its action. For example, in Sudarshan Churna, the major portion is Kirat. So the Kirat is the main, and rest of 40 or 45, they are very less in quantity. So here we can see the major portion of Kirat plays the important role. Likewise, so main ingredient is the main and the main what we say, the weightage of that particular ingredient is the more the most important. The second, some ingredients are enhancer of the main ingredient. So they are the enhancer, or they enhance the action of the main ingredient. So they are also there. And some of the ingredients are inhibitor. Like if the one or the main ingredient is performing multiple action and particular one or two action which is not exactly we are willing, so we can add some of the ingredient to inhibit that particular action. So actually if we see the different type of formulation, and if we analyze it retrospectively, so we can see there are some ingredients, they are enhancer, they are acting as enhancer, some of them they are acting as inhibitor, and another some of the ingredients are they are modifier of the total action of the particular formulation. So to analyze the Ayurvedic formula on the basis of a classical way, this is the important thing, because nowadays on the influence of different science like modern pharmacology and all these things, the people are thinking that this particular action is performing this particular ingredient. So it is okay, but so far as the classical formulation is concerned, it is of no use for we particularly. So if the classical formulation we are using, we should analyze it on the basis of classical way and terminology and the logic. So if we analyze logically on by using the classical way, then and then we can use particular yoga or the formulation perfectly without any side effect, without any adverse effect, and giving more result in multiple symptoms, rather the whole disease. So basically this is the core idea behind selecting the different yoga or the formulation, and this particular way of thinking made the combination Ayurvedic. Otherwise there are different way of thinking that particular different herbs are more useful on particular system, body system, and the combination of that all herbs will make the wonderful action. But as we all know, these prospectively developed and newly developed this type of formulation are not performing much when we are using in the patient. But if we use the classical formulation on the basis of this type of different analysis, and if we use the proper formulation, then we can get the perfect results. So for my view, this type of analysis of each and every formulations is most important, and that's why the classical formulation is the best, and the way of making this formulation is the important thing, and that's why all these things make this formulation Ayurvedic. I think it's I think I could communicate the things what I feel and practicing, and I think this type of analysis or analytical method should apply in each and every. It may be a different type of dosage form, and even the preparation and the anupan and all these things. So by think over all these things, that this different type of analysis, then its preparation, then the time of application, and the dosage of application, dosage form of application, all these things, if there is core idea behind the modification of property, and by using this modification of different action, we can easily achieve the desired action. Thank you.